humans are destined to be the most powerful beings in this galaxy. Hello everybody, I am Sydalexandria, and today we are going to be talking about humans, which we should really talk about more. I think it's important to say that yes, in this starseed spiritual scientific community, it's very easy to talk a lot about star races, other beings, and yes, that's important to an extent, because obviously we're not the only ones in this universe, and it's great to acknowledge that, and it's great to get into all of these side topics and other races that come with that, galactic history, all of this stuff that I'm obviously very into. It's great, but I think we don't give humans enough credit, and I realized that I haven't talked about this particular topic enough. I've sprinkled it in, but I haven't dedicated a video to it, so that's what we're doing right now. And I also feel like in my videos from like 3 years ago, like my first few YouTube videos, I talked a lot about ancient aliens, and I feel like I kind of made it seem like it was extraterrestrial beings, interdimensional beings that created ancient civilizations. I would have to listen back to a lot of videos because I do sprinkle lots of stuff in. I would have to listen to like all my videos to see if I did kind of clarify and say that I do believe humans made ancient civilizations, and the structures and the pyramids. Humans made those. You can go into the Akashic records and you can see, and you want to be specific and ask about this timeline because there's many different timelines. Time is very complicatedly simple. Time is this whole subject that I know I cannot like fully fathom right now in this human body. So I don't really try currently. In the future, I'm sure I'll dive deep into that. But for right now, I know like I need to focus on other things and not worry about when. Just know that there's lots of things and there's also just one thing. So a human mind, I know it's hard for me to fathom right now. But humans did build the pyramids, and yes, they did have contact with the visitors. As many of you guys know, I do qhht sessions. I am a qhht practitioner. I guide people to re-experience past lives, other lives, future lives, talk to their higher self, and just regress to see events that happened like in their childhood this life, or during an event that they can't remember for whatever reason. So I guide people on that journey. I have also had a qhht session myself. In that qhht session, one of the places I was taken to was one of the places I showed myself. That sounds way better than taken to. One of the places my higher self brought my consciousness to re-experience through my mind and the Akashic records and my own DNA and my records was in Egypt. I knew it immediately when I got there, and I could see my hair and I could feel the makeup on my eyes, like this heavy powdery eyeshadow and eyeliner and makeup and stuff. And I could see I had darker hair than what I currently have. My skin was a bit darker. It wasn't super dark. And I felt important. And there was lots of construction going on. And I was just kind of overlooking. I was in this structure that had some pillars, and everything was very sandy. There wasn't a lot of vegetation around me. And I saw what I called the visitors, and that was very interesting. Probably the most interesting thing about this one short experience I had that day during my session, I said, the visitors are here. And I had never in my life, to my knowledge that I remember, ever called aliens visitors before. Like, I always would refer to them as aliens, extraterrestrials, ETs, like things like this. I had never called them the visitors before. But in this regression, I said, I am like an important person. Like, I feel like I have my people that I have to look out for. And then I said, and the visitors are here. And my qhht practitioner, she asked me, like, have you talked to them before? And I said, yes, we've talked multiple times. She's like, what are they doing? And I said, they're helping us build. And I just wanted to tell you guys this because I feel like maybe in my past videos I've made it seem like the aliens are these gods that helped us build, and that's how humans saw them back then. Yes, but we need to be able to discern and realize that it was humans building, and it was humans that were advanced enough, enlightened enough, intelligent enough, spiritual enough to be able to connect with these beings, and they were vibrating, they were radiating at this level, at this frequency, to allow that exchange to happen. And I also don't want to make it seem like all aliens are these great beings. Yes, there are these great beings. And humans are also these great beings. There was also some more negative beings. We have to be able to discern these energies and realize that just like there's positive and negative humans, there's positive and negative other beings in this universe. And in Egypt, the humans were doing the building, and yes, we did get some help with technology, but also understand that we had that technology too. It's not like they came and brought this technology. We had our own stuff, okay? Yes, they did put their DNA into us. They genetically modified us. They didn't create us. They created this version of us because they modified us. But also that's like saying a house that was already constructed and then it got added onto, saying that like the builder that added onto it created it, when like, no, that house was like already there. Like, yes, you modified it a lot, you totally renovated it, but it's like you didn't seed that house, you didn't create that house. Like, that house was already there before you added onto it, That's kind of what this whole human experience, these human bodies, these vessels, we were already here on Earth and we got modified, okay? Because life isn't as rare as scientists make it seem on Earth. Life is very abundant. This universe is extremely abundant. And once you choose to acknowledge that and realize that and live in that timeline, that's what happens, because we create our reality. And I don't want to get too into this whole law of attraction thing, but I wanted to say that humans are powerful. We create ancient structures, not just the Egyptian pyramids, but pyramids all over, structures all over. Humans are very intelligent beings, and yes, we were modified. I don't want to say we were upgraded, because we didn't necessarily choose this, okay? Because some things in this universe happen that go against free will, and then that needs to be worked out after, you know what I'm saying? So yes, we became more intelligent after the modifications, but once that happened, we were living in this high vibe. We descended. Earth right now is in a very low frequency. We were in very high frequencies. In Lemuria, in Atlantis, in Egypt, in all of these like ancient times, and during these ancient civilizations when they were around in this current timeline, we were in a very high frequency, okay? Lemuria was like the highest. We descended a little bit for Atlantis. We descended a lot for Egypt. And then we descended even more, okay? And I don't want to make it seem like it was just Lemuria, Atlantis, and Egypt, but I don't want to get into all of these other civilizations because I don't have as strong connections with them. So I'm going to speak on what I have access to in my records. So I wanted to say that. But I also want to say human beings are destined to be the most powerful beings in this galaxy and possibly beyond because we are hybrids. I don't want to sound egotistical saying that. I'm not trying to make it sound like we need an ego boost, but it is nice to realize it is important to embody this and step into this in a positive way. We don't need to try to overrun things. We need to, right now, focus on ourselves, focus on our growth, on our expansion internally, okay? Because I don't want this really fact in this timeline. There's multiple different timelines and alternate realities. In the one I'm living in, humans are hybrids. We were modified. We already existed before getting modified by these other beings who modified us. We were already naturally evolving. They came, they modified us. They didn't seed us. They modified us. We have genetics from all of these races. We've already talked about this on my channel. I'm sure you guys have heard. We have Syrian in us. We have Anunnaki in us. We have Lyran in us. We have Vegans in us. We have Arcturians in us. We have Zeta DNA within us. We have so many different extraterrestrial races within our genetics, okay? Their genetics is in our genetics. We also have our natural human genetics still. But think about it. We have all these races within us. Yes, we are hybrids. We have the best of everything, you guys. We are destined to be extremely powerful and important in this galaxy. Okay? And when you think about the hybrids, if you think about there's multiple different kinds of human hybrids with extraterrestrial races, the generic one that we talk about a lot is Zeta human hybrids. You know, they're destined to be so powerful and so amazing, and they are, right? They have our light and our love, and then they also have this understanding from the Zeta perspective without, you know, this current descended version of the human that we currently are, because we were in a higher vibe, like I said, in Atlantis, Lemuria, Egypt, all of these ancient civilizations. We've kind of descended, we've gotten more dense with our vibration. We're not in this 5D anymore, we're in 3D, 4D. We are working our way back up there, okay? So if these hybrid children are supposed to be so amazing, we need to think about ourselves too, because it's like we were already hybrids too. Like the hybrid children just have more Zeta, okay, but they're activated because of that. If we get activated, you know, we're these amazing hybrids too, like we are right now, but we're not awakened to it. So once we step into our power, we're the most powerful creatures in the galaxy, if you think about it, just on paper at least. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, right now, we're in first grade and they're seniors in college. But you know what I mean? Once we step into our power, we're going to be on that level and we will probably surpass very quickly. And like I said, this isn't supposed to be an ego boost. It's not supposed to be an ego boost, but it's just realizing that we cannot give our power away by thought, because if we think we're the small guys, we're always gonna be. We need to realize, hey, if they're so great and we have them in us, we are amazing because we have all of these different things within us, you know? We can step into that. And we need to, if we want Earth's future and our own future and the human race's future to go smoothly, okay? yes, there's going to be some bumps along the way, but we are destined for greatness. So it would be really great if we could realize this so we can embody it, you know?